Probably the most infamous launch of this year is the meme coin Gloop. And I'm going to decipher what happened during this launch, who actually made the money, and was it by a scammer? For those who don't know, this meme coin was launched by Insyder Crypto, which is one of the biggest channels around meme coins. Actually, it's not going to be me giving my opinion about it, but we're going to analyze exactly what happened on chain. By the way, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, followed more money, and make even more money. And trust me, if you understand what's going to happen in this video and how those transactions plugs together, you will be the next one to make money. So don't forget to pour down your little matcha and let's get to it. The launch of this meme coin was done into a Telegram group with 20,000 people. Insyder Crypto prevented that he will send the address in the chat in a weird way, so like this it would not be picked up by snipers. And this is when it happened to be live. Now the problem with this is that some people say that he was buying it because a lot of buys happened just 1 second after. And we know that a few investors made a few hundred Ks from it. So we're gonna learn how they do it so you can replicate it. First, let's see what happened on the bonding curve. You see that it went to Radium 4 days ago, but we want to see what happened just after Insyder Crypto posted his message. We can see that when he created the token, he first bought 21 SOL. Same as he said he would do in the chat, to be able to burn the supply later on. And a lot of buy and sell happen to be after, smaller, which can be sniper or just people on the platform. And that's why it's only a few hours later when Insyder Crypto decided to share the address. And that's the transaction that created a lot of problems. Someone who bought 8 SOL. We know that this person bought just 1 second after this was posted. Before I continue into exploring this, I think it would be fair for me to explain my relationship with Insyder Crypto. We've been sleeping together for years now. I'm sorry, this is completely a joke. However, Insyder Crypto is a fairly new channel that had a massive growth and completely destroyed me. So am I jealous of the guy? Yes, a little bit. I can't hide it. I was like, I've been working so hard, and then boom, the hockey stick like that. When I was talking about meme coins as well, but I have to say, he's a pretty good trader at meme coins. I mean, if it's a he, I don't know. We can't see the picture. We don't know who it is. Could be a cat making the videos. And I have been in the DMs with Insyder Crypto. We were supposed to have a call in May, but he flaked on me. I will never forget you for that. He told me though that he's gonna flake. And then I texted him and he ghosted me. So I did not have any news until just now, until the launch happened, where almost a month later, he decided to reply to me. So no, I did not get paid to do this video. Even if, Insyder, if you want to send me some money, hey, listen, my birthday is coming soon. Send me some and I will give it to my community. But that's not what you're here for. You don't care about Antoine's drama and why he's so sad. We are going to check first what happened with Insyder Crypto. We try to understand his pattern to see like if how he's trading, that's how the others are trading, and that would prove that all the wallets are linked to him, and then we caught him red-handed in the bag, or that is not him behind it and everyone is just jealous. The first thing we can do to understand if there was some insider trading is to check the bubble map at the creation of the coin, and here we do not see anything suspicious, any circle that are connected. That's a good point. Now if we check the bubble map of today, same, we do not see anything suspicious. So then we have to look at the transaction that happened when the message was posted, who are they and how they managed to make so much money. As this person bought right after it, Gloop, this is how we will call it. We are going to check what kind of transaction he did or she did. Then we have this person who bought 8 SOL, this person 11 SOL, and 5 SOL. I want you to focus on one thing first, is look at the fee category of each of those. We have $7.5 for this person who bought 8 SOL. Then we have $14 for this person who bought 8 SOL as well. Then we have 11 SOL that happen to be with less fees because this one is only 20 cents. And when we check the last person, for example, who managed to buy some, let's say this one, we see that the fee is at $3.7. The first element I have here is that the people that got their transaction first, most of the time, they paid a higher fee. It's simple on the blockchain. If you pay a higher fee, your transaction will go faster than the others. It's not totally true because I found out that some of them were using something different that you might not know. I will show you in a minute. The issue we have is that some people say, but like, how could someone be so fast in a second, managing to take the link and then copy the rest of it here and change it? If we post it in 2 sides. I don't know how to say it, but I hate to be that guy. I told you so. Because I talked about it in a previous video where I showed you one of our bots that do that in the investors boardroom, because we had developers, hackers, everyone in it, and we are building those things. So I know they exist because we are some of the guys building it. Now, the way the contract was sent did not manage to be triggered by our bot because it's not something that we had worked on for this case. So we missed it. But now we could have go into it and invest in a second. That's how it works. That's why everyone who is not subscribed to Handsome Finance and didn't click the notification bell cannot make it in this market. That's the first thing. So yes, a bot could still snipe it, and it was pretty easy to snipe. Now, I was not on the launch because it's in the middle of the night for me, and I will not wake up for a launch of a meme coin. My sleep is more important than anything. What I want to do here is first an analysis of the wallet of Insyder Crypto that I have here. This is a tool, again, built by the people in the investors boardroom, and that is going to show me everything I want to know. So lost capital, unsold, the win rate, unique tokens, all the kind of transaction he did, or she, because I still don't know who is behind Insyder Crypto. I know that he flaked on me, and then I'm still crying at night from it, but it's fine. Never mind. Let's compare the activity of our main guy who sniped the token and made few hundred Ks versus the activity of Insyder Crypto to see if we can find some similarities. When I check the traded token, we see some Pinot, Father, Scoobert, Pirate Cat, Chunky, OK token. And then here, I do not see many tokens that are the same except Scoot, but that was a really popular one. So I do not see here something that would make me think that those addresses are by the same person. But we are going to check if they trade at the same time. What I can see is that they are awake around the same time. So they might be on the same time zone. I'm not saying it's the same person. I'm just checking what's happening. The token traded 3 hours ago, and here we have some trade an hour ago. And actually, how the transactions are made here is quite surprising because he bought many times 0.03 sold and then sold everything here for 8 sold. That's a really good trade. And if I check here on the right side for Insyder Crypto, is already something that is different to me. I can see a difference, but maybe you will not see it yet. And it's right here. I want to highlight it here because maybe you don't know what is this, but Jito tip made me understand that this person is acting totally different than that person, which is Insyder Crypto tip. So if you don't know Jito, it's a Solana MEV software, and I know it because I use it. So I pay those tips. And the thing is, when you pay those, you are almost sure that your transaction will go faster. Yes, because we are competing to be the first in the block. And it's only the people that understand how the blocks works that can do that. So I know that the address I'm looking at is a developer, at least someone who understands what he's doing about the blockchain. And don't worry, tons of people are using it. When you check how much Jito tip it's paid every day, it's around 150 sold per day. So that's just $21,000 paid every day into tip for Jito. It's not a huge amount, but it's a good amount. Let's check actually the other people who made a lot of money with this coin. We're just gonna open few. This is a bot probably with 943 transactions. This other address that was into this launch, I can see that the token traded on it are different again. But I can see as well that there's probably some JITO tip going on here. For example, this one, 8 EM. The DeFi activity, I can see tons of different tokens that were not traded by Insyder Crypto. However, this one, we know that the first time he traded was only for Gloop. It doesn't mean that he's with Insyder Crypto, but what I can know and see is that the wallet was funded by Coinbase. When I know that the two other addresses that we compared just before, the one that sniped 1 second after, both of them are using Binance. The chances of connection between them is super low as they are trading really different tokens. It will be such a mess to trade with 3 or 4 different portfolio, and the way they trade is not the same. So when I'm looking at this, I can't be 100% sure, but I can say I'm sure about 80 to 90% that we are seeing different persons. However, I think the most important thing is that, okay, we know those guys, they were using bots. They are like people like in the investors boardroom who build tools and use them so they can front run everyone. You have to understand, you can't be on a launch by yourself and thinking you will win when you have people who are in groups who are more prepared than you. It's just not possible. That's why when we are on those launch, we can be pretty successful with the investors boardroom, and we showed it many times. But the most important thing is that we see the coin of Insyder Crypto touch $2.8 million, while the one I created touched $3.2 million. And I launched it with a much smaller community back then. So am I jealous? No. Insyder, you could have done better. You could have done better for a few reasons. First, the meme, to me, in my own opinion, is not that good. It's a bit of a copy of another meme, so it's not that creative. Second thing, when you say you burn 400K, don't say that when the liquidity pool is only 40K in it. You can say you burn 400K worth of token, but actually would have been only 40K. Now, the other thing is, of course, if you do a launch like that, it's not going to work out, because when someone launches a coin and then they know that influencer is not going to rock them, because I think Insyder is a good person, even if he flaked on me, is that people will invest a lot more. If I was on this launch, I would have put 5 to 10 SOL. If it's another meme coin, I will not put more than 1 SOL, usually maybe 5 SOL if it's a really good project, but not when it hits pump down fund. So we know the thing. So people will go for sure with a higher amount. And then if you launch on pump fund and then you already put 21 SOL, then you almost completed the bonding curve, because the bonding curve is about like 50 SOL to be completed. So that's why there was only 4 to 5 traders that could be inside this launch after it. And you have to remember those things. Be like, for the ones who are still watching, you will understand how you can make it. Because, okay, if we have all this, it means only 3 to 5 people can make it. All the money from all the other ones that are going to come after. So I knew that this launch would create a massive drama in the community. You have to understand, of course, like this video is not a smart business move for me, because if everyone think that Insyder Crypto is a scammer, it's a good thing for me, because then they will come back to my channel, because I know you guys forgot me as soon as someone was making a better performance than me. And it broke my heart. No, but that's true. Now, it was not the right business move, but I believe that that's the right human move to do, because I don't think he did anything shady, but I also don't think that this was a good idea. And he could have just messaged me, say, hey, Antoine, you did 2 launch live on YouTube. What would you recommend me to make this that it will not be me being accused from a scanner? I would have made things different for this launch, for sure. Or maybe not even launched it. But let's see where this goes. What I know is that if you don't use sniper bots like the one based that is available on Solana, Ethereum, AVAX, everything, just one account and you can manage them all, you can't make it. And that's why you should check out this video, because you will understand how important it is. 99% of the money made in crypto is made by only 1%, the top 1%. So if you are not surrounded by the top 1%, you don't have the top 1% tools, you're just making it hard for yourself, and you could just hold Bitcoin.